This is Tales of Swordfall. I think in the scheme of things, y'all kind of don't do good because it's icy, the terrain's slippery. This is actually rough terrain now. Um, you find yourselves just struggling to move anywhere, and then you finally see it in what seems to be, let's just call it a throne of ice. A large dragon sits and watches two other types of dragons just wrestle each other over a chunk of meat. This seems a little odd for other dragons to be fighting in a petty way like this.
This is very bad.
You can roll the nature check to see what's going on. Or,
can I see if they are trying to choose someone for the throne? Like an insight or something?
So the scene is the ice dragon, definitely the ice dragon, because it's like super sparkly. It looks like it's almost made out of ice, but it's not like see-through because that's creepy. And it has like almost a snowflake pattern all over it. And it's watching these two like much smaller white dragons just fight over this chunk of bloody meat.
Well, I rolled a 4 on my nature check, so I don't know what the heck is going on.
I rolled an 8.
Can I try to read the mood of these dragons? Like, what would that?
Yeah. You can totally try to read the mood of the dragons with an insight. 19. Nice. Actually, that's a nat 20. Actually,
It
wow.
is, but I got a -1. Does that even count? Like a -1?
A nat 20 still counts as a nat 20 in my books. So, you look upon the scene. Has Clover owned any dogs?
Probably, yeah.
This is exactly how an owner would look at dogs playing with, like, a toy.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah.
You see, this is why Natalia does not understand. She does not understand dogs. She's a cat.
That's adorable.
If this wasn't a one-shot, instant inspiration right there. Actually, no. Instant inspiration right there.
Thank you.
Hi. Yeah, so you're seeing this scene. Definitely the Ice Dragon is the master of these two lesser dragons. These lesser dragons are just they're kind of dull and white. It looks like their wings don't exactly work well.
Aww.
Oh.
And they look almost more monitor lizard-like than an actual dragon. They're closer to beast than dragon.
She kind of feels bad though.
No.
Aww,
They're pets.
they're cute.
They're about to be incinerated.
Aww, the baby.
And also you notice, all of you, because this is really hard to just ignore a mess, there is a very large pen with very large elk kind of behind this giant ice throne. And it
So
looks
that
like...
is what happened to the fancy deer.
Yep.
Okay.
So it looks like for some reason this ice dragon is keeping the elk.
needs food for its babies, whatever they are.
Yeah. So, do you approach any further?
I'm actually going to break off from the group and start circling around.
Okay, cool. And anyone else going to start circling around?
Gil might try to hide and look for a good opportunity to look.
Yeah, she just wants to observe and hide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to wait for the two of them to get into a good position.
Does anyone speak dragon?
Yes, I do, friends. And I am about to speak to this dragon.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm going to stand like 200 feet away from Big Dragon.
Uh-huh.
And say, "Hello, Mr. Dragon, sir, or ma'am, I don't know."
All the dragons look at you. It seems like
Hello.
the pets understand too. And they stop playing with their bloody piece of meat and stand at attention, and they start approaching you.
I am sorry to bother you. It's just we are from the village down the mountain, and we were wondering what happened to the elk. And it seems you have them, and we kind of need them.
Meat talks. Yes, meat talks.
I am not meat, I am tabaxi.
I'm gonna try to find, while they're paying attention to her, try to find a place to, like, maybe a rock to, like, climb up and then jump down and attack, I guess.
Alright, there's not much any place higher other than the ice throne that the
There's no rocks or, like, anything in this cave, like...
No, you're kind of...
Wow.
You're kind of like... No, it's been hollowed out. It's like
Okay.
someone's taken a good care of making that sure that this place is a nice looking cavern. Oh yeah, Gil, are you gonna try to take any actions or just laying back and waiting?
I wish there was a way to,
He's
like,
waiting.
trap them in the cave.
Huh?
I was just thinking, I wish there was a way to, like, trap them in the cave somehow.
But then you trap all the elk.
Gil is just waiting.
Okay, Gil's just waiting.
Can she actually try to set the elk free, I guess, for now then?
Yeah, you can try. Your stealth roll was what again?
I don't think the last
Can she
roll-
try again? Because I started to distract the dragons.
I mean,
Yes.
the last roll I did was a nat 20. Was that my stealth? No, that was to find out
your insight.
stealth.
Yeah. Yeah, you can roll stealth again because Natalia is distracting.
I never even made a check for it.
24. Nice. You are the wind. You are shadows.
Nice.
You are Batman.
And I'm a thief, so let's get this done.
So, just like two dogs, the two white dragons are like, they're kind of like shoulder to shoulder and kind of pushing each other like left and right as they're sniffing at you and calling you a chunk of meat.
Don't you know it is rude to call people meat? I have a name. Do you have names?
I am first one. This one's mirrored.
First one and mirrored?
And you can tell them actually apart. It looks like they both have scars over their eyes, but it's literally the mirror image of it. Kind of cute.
Oh, I understand. And you, larger dragon, do you have a name?
Ah, so you finally talked to me. Good.
I have been talking to you since the beginning.
No, you've been talking to First One and Mirrored. They're stupid.
That is rude.
Oh no, they are stupid. And
Okay.
the large ice dragon actually whistles, and if they had like pointed up ears, they would both like point up their ears like dogs, and they scramble toward the ice dragon.
Interesting. But do you have a name?
Yes, I have a name, but what's yours first?
I am Natalia Vashenko, and you?
The Mountain King.
The Mountain King. It is nice to meet you, the Mountain King. Can we have the elk back, please?
Why?
Because we need them.
I don't know. Seems like all the people down there have enough food.
No, but the elk are an important part of their culture and their heritage, and most people eat them, and some people need them for money to support their family. Like my friend Gil, he needs the elk so he can feed his children.
Uh-huh. Do you know how long I live? Do you know what I've seen?
No? How long
I've-
do you live?
Oh, I live a long time. Yeah, you're starting to get him very interested to talk about himself, and that's a good thing. That's distracting. And Clover, you
Yep.
are sneaking toward those pins. So, they are actually all tethered. They're just like giant logs tethered, and they have been smacked into the ground, which seems to just be pure ice. Despite like sneaking around, you find yourself just kind of shuffling, kind of like you're on an ice rink most of the time.
Right. Like sliding.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
yeah, this is just a massive, massive pin, but it's very, very it's very basic. You can tell somebody without like much technology made this.
Can she try to like undo it then with the
Oh.
base tools?
Oh yeah, you definitely can. Roll me a sleight of hand and add some more proficiency on top of that, because you're using your thieves tools. So with the 22, yeah. So this is rope that's it looks like this was meant to take apart and put together and take apart pretty easily. So you're not having much trouble with
She
that.
has a dagger too that she can.
Yeah, you can just cut the rope. I mean, it's pretty thick rope too.
Yeah.
So you're having no trouble. It's just the fact to open up the door of the pin is going to be the hardest part, because you are tiny. Well, you're technically small, but compared to everything in this room.
How would climbing be? Is there like can I not reach it or?
No, yeah, you did get the crampons or clampons or whatever they're called.
Yeah, then I'm gonna use those.
Awesome. To climb the tree. All right,
Yeah.
the tree trunks.
Yeah,
Whatever they are.
whatever they are.
The tree trunks that are making the pin.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're gonna climb that, and then you're gonna open the pin door.
Yes.
Oh boy.
And try to move out of the way as quick as possible.
If you're up in the air, I mean,
True.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Gil, you can tell the dragon suddenly got very distracted by talking about itself.
Mm-hmm.
But the white dragons they're not that entertained. like within 2 or 3 minutes, once again, they're kind of like looking around, sniffing, and their attention suddenly goes to you.
Oh boy.
And they start moving up to you slowly. This is definitely like a dog, the 2 dogs checking someone out. Like you can tell that this is more animal-like behavior than anything else.
Gil is going to be on the defense
Mm-hmm.
and bring out his sword, not his sword, his great axe, but hold it firmly. With a tough stance, just in case.
Okay. So they come up to you and they sniff you. They make those weird noises like they did with Natalia. But you don't speak Draconic, right?
No.
Nah, it just seems like they're making a bunch of weird noises and like snorting at you constantly.
I can assure you I don't taste good.
They have no idea what you're saying.
No.
They do that like head tilt thing like most dogs do when they're like, what? What did you just say? Huh? So, back to the Mountain King and Natalia. He starts going through a story about when he first came to the area. There were only little huts down below in that plain, and then they bred. More than likely, they'll die sooner than I'll die. And he chuckles to himself.
Well, that is true. A lot of people live much faster than dragons do.
And so, why should I give them the elk again if they're just gonna die?
Just because they live faster does not mean they don't live.
Yes, but they have everything down there. I don't understand why I can't have them.
Well, do you need them all? Can you take just some of them and give us the rest?
Are you trying to persuade the dragon?
Why not?
Roll me persuasion.
Oh, that's only a 10.
That's only a 10. I don't think that's good enough for this guy. No, not really.
How old are you, the king of the mountain?
He leans back in his chair. He looks very confident. I am 600 years old. He looks very proud.
That is very old. I am only 20, and I am very small, as you can see. I am even small for my kind. But I have been a lot of places, King of the Mountain, and I have seen a lot of things. And I may look small, but I do not feel small. And I may be young, and I will, if I am lucky, live 70, 80 more years. That's not very many compared to 600. But I know what it is to be afraid and to love people and to be hungry and scared and cold, but I also know what it is like to be loved. And all those people down there, they know what that is like too. And they will die much faster than just 60 or 70 years without those elk. They need them.
That was moving. Give me another persuasion check. Roll it with advantage. If you use your inspiration right here, it will just pass. Flat out.
Let's see what I roll.
Okay. Take that advantage. Okay.
Well, I got a 20 without using the inspiration.
So, have you ever seen a tear come to a dragon's eye?
I've never seen a dragon before.
Well, you have moved it enough that it tries to hold back a tear. And it does that whole I'm not crying, you're crying thing. And flicks the teardrop toward you. And he's so cold and frigid, it actually just turns into almost like ice, but it looks a little more solid than that. So, you're saying just take an elk and let the villages down there try to get as many as they can.
Yes. Because the next winter the elk will be back. They come and go. It is the cycle of life.
And after this, where will you go?
I do not know. I will continue to see new things, I think.
Happy holidays from everyone at Tales of Swordfall.